Victoria here. I am back with the second episode of the mini-series where I stock up my pantry, freezer, fridge, hygienic products and cleaning products, cosmetics and stuff like that. And in today's video, I have two hauls for you. I went to Den's supermarket. I needed to go there again to the Bio supermarket, of which you already seen a haul from last time, because I had a coupon that I needed to use up for minus 10% of my whole purchase, except for products which are anyway on sale. And I also submitted an order at DM, the drogerie mark, the drugstore in Austria. And I did that for the first time, so I wanted to show you how it worked and explain you, because it was also a new experience for me, and it was pretty convenient to submit an order through their app, which is the DM app. And I have the DM app connected to my Payback card, which means that I continuously collect coupons and points through the application. So every time I purchase something and I use my Payback account, then I get some money back, and then I can use that for my next purchases. So I'm going to show you how I did that this time in this video. So tune in for those two hauls where I'm stocking up on staples, and I hope you will like this video. Let's jump right in. Let's see this dance haul that dance haul, the music genre dance haul. I never thought about it before, but yes, I went to Dance, which is the bio supermarket where you can buy organic bio groceries as well as other household items, cleaning supplies and all that, which are better for you and for the environment. And so I went there and I have purchased a big bag of items. Because I had the 10% coupon, I like to kind of compile my purchases in this supermarket to the times when I have this 10% off little discount, because normally the prices are a little bit higher or much higher depending on the product than in the normal supermarkets like Lidl, Hofer, or even Eurospar or Billa. However, I actually have a few items which are the same price or cheaper than in these other supermarkets, surprisingly. So let's talk about the haul. First, the refrigerated items, because I would like to put this back to the fridge as soon as possible. I got a bio lactose-free yogurt. I decided to go with this today instead of a non-dairy version because the price point was much better, and I am not vegan, although I do tend to eat mostly vegan and vegetarian / pescatarian, so I'm a little bit flexible with my diet, but the majority of my diet is very vegetarian, vegan oriented, but once in a while I do eat dairy products, for example, even though I chose the lactose-free version. And I chose this one because this was the best price point, and I wanted to buy some natural yogurt. This was originally €1.49, but I had the 10% off, so I paid €1.34. I also got a 300-gram tofu box. What do you call this? Package of tofu. This was €1.99 originally, if I remember correctly, and I got it for $1.79. In Hofer and in Eurospar you can also get tofu for the same price. I believe it's the same size what you can get there. I would have to confirm that if that is 400 grams or if it's also 300 grams natural without any flavoring. But this one is definitely bio. I'm not sure if the version in Hofer is bio. I'm pretty confident that the version in Eurospar is bio, but I try to only eat organic tofu or tofu made of bio and or organic soybeans. So this is around the same price normally as in the other stores, for example. And I had one more thing, which is a refrigerated thing, but I already ate it, which was a package of tempeh, and it was €3.99 originally. I think it was around 150 to 200 grams size. So tempeh is definitely more pricey, like double the price as tofu. So it's a little bit of a splurge in that sense. I definitely purchase tofu more often than tempeh. But I paid $3.59 this time, and I already ate it. So that was the third refrigerated thing that I bought, and now I'm gonna put this back to the fridge and continue with the rest of the haul. I noticed that I was coming close to the end of my erythrit, which is a sweetener that I use instead of sugar, along with sometimes I buy coconut sugar or date sugar. This time I got the erythrit. I like to kind of, I only use this, or most of the time I use this for baking. In everyday life, I don't really use any of these sugars or sweeteners actually, but for baking I do, and so I just wanted to make sure I had enough for the next time I want to bake, although in the summer I bake way less than normally. And this erythrit was, well, it's quite pricey. It's €8.99 for 500 grams normally, and I paid €8.09 because of the 10% off. I also got this soya drink. This was €1.19 originally, and I paid €1.07 for it, which is like an unbeatable price for non-dairy milk. This is an unsweetened and bio-organic soya drink. It has only water and soybeans as its ingredients, so it's very clean. I have been drinking mostly oat milk lately, but the sugar content of oat milk is way higher, even if it does not have any additional sugar. So I'm trying to kind of lessen my sugar intake in this way and try soya again, even though I don't usually like to purchase and consume soya. One, because I eat already so many other soya products or soy products. Two, because soy milk actually goes bad before any other non-dairy milk that I tried. So the almond milk can definitely last, or the oat milk, they both can definitely last for a week in my fridge after opening it. Soy milk doesn't usually last for a week, and I actually only drink it with my coffee, and occasionally I use it for baking, cooking, and maybe smoothies or protein shakes, but that is very rare. So most of the time I just use it for my coffee, and then it lasts for a week, and then if it spoils before that week is over, then it's not worth it. But yeah, this price is definitely unbeatable, even though the $1.19, the original price, is unbeatable, and it's a very clean product, so I wanted to give it a try basically. Then I have two surprise purchases. I had it on my list that I should buy some pasta, but I didn't expect that I would buy pasta in Dance, because I expected that Dance is an expensive place to buy pasta, and I usually get my pasta in Eurospar when it's on sale, or in Lidl or Hofer. Not very often, but I found these 1 kilo packages of fusilli and spaghetti, and they are made of bio ingredients. So I decided to go with these, especially because the price was again unbeatable. I paid €1.70 for 1 kilo of spaghetti, and I think the fusilli was the same price. Exactly. Originally $1.89, so even the original price is unbeatable. You cannot buy 1 kilo pasta for this price in any other store currently in Austria, I don't think, at least to my knowledge. In Hofer or Lidl, 500 grams of the cheapest noodles or pasta or spaghetti or fusilli that you can buy is around this price. In Billa and Spar, 500 grams of pasta can be over €2. at this point. So getting 1 kilo for less than 2 euros is actually surprisingly a very, very good price, and I should actually probably go back and buy more because I'm afraid that the price will go up soon as they realize that this is like the cheapest pasta on the market currently. And I was really completely out of pasta, which never happens to me, but yeah, I kind of used it up, and since everywhere it was so expensive that I was not so willing to purchase it for such price. I was waiting for a sale when you can buy 1 kilo for 2 euros or something like that. And when I saw this, I was like, wow, this is incredible price. And also, if you want to be even healthier and buy a healthier option, the whole wheat flour pasta was not much more expensive than this. It's just that I like the flavor of this one much more. So that's why I got this one, but even the whole wheat one was maybe 20 cents more, which is also a very good price, I think. Then I also got some ketchup. I was completely out of ketchup, and I wanted to buy this time Bio tomato ketchup, and this was 2.79 euros, which is definitely a bit more pricey than, let's say, Felix ketchup in any of the other stores. But I got it for 2.51 euros, and for me, one bottle of 500 milliliters of ketchup will last for a long time. So I don't mind paying 2.50 euros for it. Then I got my favorite naan bread. Well, yeah, it's my favorite, but this is actually the only one that I can actually find in the stores around my area. So in the normal supermarkets like Billa, Hofer, etc., you cannot really buy naan bread or very, very rarely, occasionally. But in Dance they have it all year round. They have two versions, the natural one and the garlic bread one, or the garlic naan one. This time I got the garlic one just because the one without the garlic didn't look so good, and they only had one package left. And I had to make actually pizza out of the naan bread. I know it's not very conventional, but yeah, just a bit of tomato sauce on top, some herbs, maybe some mozzarella or mozzarella di bufala on top, and yeah, basil. And it's chef's kiss, very good. So this was 2.69 euros, normally 2.99, so it's a bit of a pricier thing, and yeah, it's a bit of a splurge, but it's very convenient. You can prepare a meal in 20 minutes, including baking time, so that's why I like to have it on hand for when I don't really have much time to cook. I also got a tamari. I like to use tamari instead of soy sauce most of the time. I'm not gluten-free, but I still tend to use tamari. Not always. I do have soy sauce at home as well, but when I can, I get the tamari, but tamari is not available in all the stores. For example, again, in the generic supermarkets, tamari is not available. You have to do in specialty supermarkets or Asian supermarkets, and then you can buy tamari. And this one was, instead of 4.99, which is the original price, I paid 4.49, and this is a bio-organic tamari. You can get tamari also in a Billa Plus at least. I'm not sure about the normal Billas, but the Billa Plus definitely, it's around the same price point. But in Eurospar, for example, you can only buy soy sauce, at least to my knowledge, according to my research. And then I also got some nut butters, because I was actually running out of all my nut butters. I already finished my peanut butter, which I usually buy in an Asian supermarket. They have 500 grams of peanut butter, bio peanut butter, with the ingredients of only peanut butter or peanuts, without any additional oils and sugars and any additives. For around 5 euros usually, but that store is a little bit further away from me, and I don't know when I would have time to go there anytime soon. So I decided to go for this one because it was on sale, and this is also just 100% peanuts, and it's also bio, and it's also a bio product, and it was, I believe, 2.59, yes. So it was 2.59 for 350 grams, and usually I buy 500 grams for around 5 euros. So this was actually a cheaper product, and I but it was on sale, so normally I believe it's $2.99, which is still cheaper than the one I usually buy. And I also bought some cashew butter, which is again a bit of a luxury purchase and a bit of a higher price point, but I like to use this one as well as the peanut butter depending on what I'm making, what I'm using for. I use them for cooking, baking, but also to make some desserts and stuff like that. So this was $6.79 original price for 250 grams, and I paid €6.11. You can definitely get cashew butter even in Billa. They have the Alnatura brand in Billa, or I believe in Hofer they also sell maybe not cashew butter, but peanut butter and maybe almond butter. I'm not sure which ones, and they are around the same price point as well. So I went with Dance this time. So the total that I spent was €37.67. And for this purchase, I mean, I had a few big ticket items like the erythrit and the cashew butter definitely are pricier things, or the tempeh, which was $3.59. So that kind of brings up the price, but these are things, the erythrit I will use for the next year. Probably. It takes a while for me to go through 500 grams of erythrit. Also, the different butters will take me a few months to go through. The tamari will also take some months to go through. Ketchup as well, maybe half a year for me to go through. So these are like long-term investments in the sense that I don't go through them very quickly. Yeah, that was my dance haul, and let's move on to the next haul. And now I think what's coming up is, I'm pretty sure, the first unboxing on my channel. First and maybe last, who knows. But I ordered from DM, the drogerie market, and this is the package that I got. It looks quite small for the amount of things that I ordered, so I hope everything is here. Which means as well that they used the minimum amount of packaging for packaging my order, which is great because sometimes I order one thing and the package is huge and the one thing is tiny. The packaging also looks very minimal and sustainable, using paper products rather than plastic so far, at least from what I can see. So let's see. Decided to submit this order rather than go to the store because there were a few items that I wanted to buy from their website, which is available only online and not in store. And in order to get an online order delivered for free, you can choose actually two options. You can get the delivery option and you can also get the in-store pickup option. But for those products which are not available in store, you cannot pick the in-store pickup option. So I had to get the delivery option. But if you get the delivery option, of course, there is a charge for delivery unless you purchase a minimum amount of things. Your purchase has to be a minimum of around €50 in order to be eligible for free delivery, and I wanted to reach that because I didn't want to pay $3.50 for the delivery, because that kind of defeats the purpose and also just hikes up the price of the product. And yeah, so I'm actually quite happy with how everything came in the package because really it uses minimal packaging and they all seem to be in a very good condition. So very positive experience. This is the first time I ordered from DM and this is the first time I received a package from them. So so far I'm very content. It took a couple of days though. I believe I submitted the order on Wednesday, if not Tuesday last week, and today is Monday. Today is when it arrived, so it took around 3 to 4 working days to process and deliver the things, which is, for me, it's fine. I don't need right away delivery or next day delivery. I don't need that, at least not for these items. Obviously, if you order like groceries, that's another thing. And you can use their application to submit the order. I will show you how it works, or you can use their website. I believe I use their application the DM app, in which you can also activate coupons to receive payback points. If you have the Payback card as well, you can connect your Payback application with the DM application, and then with your purchase, the payback amount will be automatically added. And this time I used a coupon for 7 times as many points as my purchase. So normally you get 1% of your purchase reimbursed, I believe, or something like that. Is it 1% or 10%? I'm pretty sure it's 1%. And then you can get these coupons with which the payback is higher. So this time I got the 7 times payback, which means 1% of my total purchase times 7 was the amount of points that I got on the Payback application. And I can then use these paybacks, these points, where 100 points equals to €1, and I can use these points for later purchases. So I actually had an over €20 purchase earlier this year, where I didn't have to actually give any money to DM anymore. I just used my points because I had over 2,000 points in my application, in my Payback, or on my Payback card collected. So I got over €20 worth of stuff for free. Let's go to the haul. One of the reasons why I wanted to submit this order is to get these hydrophil toothbrushes, because currently I'm using the Alverde toothbrushes, which are either wood or bamboo. I believe they are made of wood, but they are a bit too harsh for my teeth. And the last toothbrush that I had, it also kind of had some of the bristles fall out after just a week or so. So the quality was not great. That used to be the cheapest option when it comes to this kind of wooden or bamboo toothbrushes, I believe, on the market. But this hydrophil one is actually now cheaper because it's $2.95, I believe. Do I have a receipt in here so that I would know how much I paid for each thing? Doesn't look like it. So I would have to double check the prices, but I will write the prices on the screen. But I believe these were $2.95, and these products are only available online, unfortunately. So one of the reasons why I wanted to submit the order. Then, since I needed to reach this €50 benchmark for free delivery, I got some vitamins. I got this biotin, zinc, and there are some other vitamins in this one. This is for the skin and hair and nails, because I was running out of my similar vitamin that I had before. And so since I already submitted the order, I was looking for a product which is similar to what I already had. This was around €6, I believe, but I'm gonna put the exact amount on the screen. I got 5 bottles of this Alpro vanilla flavored, I believe this is soya? Yes. This is a soy drink with vanilla flavor, and I like to use this for my coffees. This actually foams up very nicely in the milk foamer. And I got 5 bottles, and they also had an unbeatable price for this one. I was checking in other stores in Eurospar and Villa Pass. They cost around €2.19, sorry, not €2, €1.19 per bottle. They are 200 milliliters, I believe, 250 milliliters. This one got a bit smashed, maybe not even in the packaging, but already before. Here in DM, when I ordered online, it was only 85 cents, and I don't remember, because I bought these before in DM, and I remember it being more expensive. So maybe the price online is cheaper than the price in store. I'm not 100% sure, I would have to confirm that, but this is definitely, for 85 cents, a very, very good price for this specific product. I also got some earplugs because, this girl likes to sleep in quiet. Well, can only sleep when it's quiet. So, I needed earplugs. So these were, around €6 as well. I got a tube of toothpaste, and this time I wanted to go with, I wanted to get some tooth tabs, which I used in the past, and I liked to use tooth tabs, and I find that it's a more sustainable option compared to the tubes, where the tubes are obviously made out of plastic. But DM doesn't sell any, they don't have any tooth tabs, or well, they do have one option, but it was with fluoride, and this time I wanted to buy toothbrush or toothpaste. Did I say toothbrush before? Probably. Toothpaste, obviously, I'm talking about. I wanted to buy fluoride-free toothpaste, so I went with this option because it had good comments, good ratings, and this was around €3 to €2 something, if I remember correctly. Then I got, this is a glass packaging, that's why it is protected. A deodorant. This is something that I have not used before, this specific one from Sebamed, but I use their body lotion and I really like it. I wanted to go specifically for perfume-free deodorant, and I believe this was the only option that I could find. I went to the store to smell the deodorants to find one which is aluminum-free and perfume-free, and this was, I believe, the only one that I could find. The ones that I used before from La Vera, I believe, I didn't like their smell. Obviously they were not perfume free. I also used this like alumina sticks that you have to wet and then use, but sometimes it's not very practical to use something that you have to wet in water before using. Sometimes when I travel, especially, I need something that is more convenient and practical to use, so that this is why I got this one, even though it's in glass packaging, which is obviously heavier and there is a chance that it breaks. But I will give this a try. This is something that I'm testing. Then I needed a conditioner because I finished my previous one, and I got a solid conditioner from Balea. Previously I used another brand. Now I cannot remember this other brand, which I quite liked, but Balea is a bit cheaper and it's vegan, doesn't test on animals, obviously microplastic free, doesn't come in plastic packaging, so I wanted to give this a try, and it's also on a very good price point, very cheap. I believe it was €2.50. I will put the price as always on the screen. Then two more practical purchases that I needed because I ran out of them. One is a toilet cleaner. Toilet cleaner is something that I try to make my own, and I try to use alternative options and these powders, like mixing citric acid and wash powder and stuff like that, like natural things, but it was not so efficient in itself, so I like to combine it with a proper toilet cleaner, which I use this one from Denkmit, which is the DM's original brand or DM's own brand, and it's pretty cheap, and I buy maybe one bottle twice a year, so it lasts me for a while. Not much to say. I think it's like 95 cents or like very cheap, around €1. And then I needed, and this package actually opened up, and there is now a little bit of dishwasher salt in the box, but yeah, I needed also dishwasher salt, so I got this one from Somat because I ran out. Very practical purchase. I think this was also €1 something. And I also got this serum, face serum. Well, primarily because I still needed products to reach the minimum amount in order to get a free delivery, and I found this serum with zinc, which is supposed to be very good for your skin. It is vegan, made in England, from the brand Q+A. I have not tried this before, but it has quite nice ingredients, and I figured I would try it because I sometimes like to try new skincare products. I have my go-to products, and then once in a while I add new things to it just to try if it's better or worse, and if it's better then I would include it in my skincare routine, and if it doesn't seem to help or make things worse, then I leave it out and I won't repurchase. But this was €9.90, so a little bit more expensive than my usual skincare products that I like to purchase. But then again, I needed to reach this minimum amount. And it's very interesting because this zinc comes from mushrooms apparently. And it helps with remedying skin aging and the size of the pores. And it helps with the moisturizing or keeping the hydration of the skin. Sounds pretty good, so yeah, I'm gonna give this a try as well. Yeah, that was my haul, and I didn't have to pay over 50 euros. So the threshold, I thought that the threshold for the free delivery was 50 euros, but I paid overall 49 something for this haul. So it was a little bit lower, a little bit below 50 euros to reach the minimum free delivery amount. So yeah, that is my haul from DM, which is one of my go-to drugstores, or whatever you call that, drugstore, drogerie store where you can buy skincare, makeup, vitamins, also some food products and also cleaning products. So it's a place where I go to almost every month for 1 or 2 items, or sometimes I collect and submit a bigger order in case I need it. So that was today's video. These are 2 stores where I like to go to in Vienna, Austria, to do my stock up on everyday items, but also to buy specialty items. These are the things, most of these things that first of all everyone needs, or almost everyone buys, and also things that I repurchase over and over again. I might buy a different brand, or I might try out new products sometimes, but I always go back to very similar things, maybe just with a different brand once in a while, depending on what is available. Of course, not every product is available continuously long term, so sometimes I'm forced to switch, but there are some go-to things that I have been using for years now. For example, this one or this one that I keep rebuying, and I like to find the best price point and the cheapest option. And for this, for example, this was definitely the cheapest option. Or in Dance, the pasta was definitely a very good price, or at the moment. Maybe not compared to last year or 2 years ago, but in 2023 June, it's definitely the best, at least to my knowledge. So that was today's video. Thank you for tagging along. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content on living in Vienna, Austria, and follow along on my journey as an expat in the city of Vienna. And I'm looking forward to see you at my next video. Until then, goodbye.